Heroes could very much be the counter to the tier 0 Yu-Gi-Oh meta right now. Bro, I'm not coping. You're coping. In all seriousness, with incredibly powerful cards like Masked Hero Darklaw, which is a walking dimensional shifter, and with Destiny Hero Plasma to be able to lock out some of their most important effects, Heroes could very much be in the best spot that they've ever been in. And today, I'm going to be showing you how. Of course, big dog, I hope that your day is going phenomenal. But if it isn't, don't let what happened at the beginning of your day ruin the rest of your day. Let's jump on in. So before we get into this video, I'm going to hear 1,000 comments over it to allow me to address something. I get 100 million questions all of the time about where do I get my sick mats. Well, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Generations mat that you can get on TheCaliEffect.com. I have cloth available right now, and I have rubber for pre-order, as well as another mat later on in the video. I'm telling you, big dog, that mat is saucy. And for the people that order the Dino rubber mat on pre-order, thank you so much for your patience. I've been talking to my distributor, and he's been lagging, but he's gonna get it very soon. But one of the most powerful weapons that Heroes does have in its arsenal is one of the most basic. Masked Hero Darklaw is incredible against Snake Eyes and Fire King. It is a walking one-sided dimensional shifter that also punishes them for searching, and this deck has so many ways to be able to essentially search that card to the field. Now, this is a basic combo for hero players that can be made in so many different ways. Ironically, any combination of these 3 cards, which is fairly easy to get to, is full combo. In this particular situation, I'm going to be showing you something really cool with the Hero Lives and just any additional hero monster. How this combo works is that you're going to go ahead and start off by activating a Hero Lives to be able to special summon Elemental Hero Stratos, and then you use Stratos' effect to be able to get Ferris from your deck to your hand. Use the effect of Ferris to pitch the hero monster from your hand to the graveyard to summon Ferris, and then use this Ferris' effect to be able to place the Vision Hero Increase. Tribute off your Vision Hero Ferris to be able to special summon your Increase, and then use its effect to be able to summon Vision Hero Vion, and now go ahead and use the effect of Vision Hero Vion to be able to send Destiny Hero Malicious, and then Vion's effect again to be able to banish Vision Hero Ferris to add polymerization from the deck to the hand. From here, you're going to use Vision Hero Vion and Increase for a Link Summon. You are going to make Extra Hero Cross Crusader, special summoning back the Destiny Hero Malicious to your side of the field, and then tributing off the Destiny Hero Malicious to be able to add Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier. Now, there are so many ways to do this combo and so many extenders for the combo in case you get hand trapped, like Nibiru to Primal Being. But to show you guys in its most simplest form, I'm only going to be using those 2 cards, and this particular combo is not used as normal summon. That's actually pretty important because you're going to go ahead and normal summon your Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier, use the effect of Liquid Soldier to be able to special summon a hero monster to your side of the field, and then use these 2 hero monsters for another Link Summon right into your extra hero Infernal Devicer. Devicer adds Elemental Hero Neos from your deck to your hand, and now you can use the Devicer and the Stratos for another Link Summon into your extra hero Wonder Driver. Now you can go ahead and activate Polymerization. You're going to fuse the Liquid Soldier and your Elemental Hero Neos, and what you're going to make is your Elemental Hero Infernal Wingman under the Wonder Driver, triggering its effect to set the polymerization back to your side of the field, and triggering the Infernal Rage to be able to add Infernal Contact. From here, since we did use a normal monster with Elemental Hero Flame Wingman Infernal Rage, we actually contributed to be able to special summon Elemental Hero Sunrise to our side of the field using its effect to add Miracle Fusion. We're going to wrap this thing up right here. We are going to banish in our graveyard Destiny Hero Malicious to summon another copy of Destiny Hero Malicious, and then use our polymerization fusing both Sunrise and our Malicious right into our Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. And then we can use Miracle Fusion. We will banish the Elemental Hero Infernal Wingman and the Elemental Hero Neos to be able to fusion summon into Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. The thing that I love most about this combo is that if you are a skilled hero player, you can always play around Nibiru, and one of them will be setting the favorite contact face down and then proceeding to the end of your turn. Your opponent has to Nibiru you here. A lot of times players will wait to the ending of your sequence, and here is where they have the huge fatal flaw. If they decide to Nibiru here, you just chain the effect of Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer to destroy your Wake Up Elemental Hero, but let's say that they don't, you still go to end phase and destroy both of these monsters, triggering Wake Up the Elemental Hero to be able to special summon Elemental Hero Shadow Mist, which now activates its effect to get Mass Change, and since it's still your turn, you can activate a quick play spell like Mass Change to turn your Elemental Hero Shadow Mist into your Darklaw. So this, against a Fire King or Snake Eyes player, Your inboard is going to be Destiny Hero Destroyer, Phoenix Enforcer, Masked Hero Darklaw, and this extra hero Wonder Driver is actually crazy. The reason why I say that is because when you use my favorite contact, you can fuse off your Elemental Hero Infernal Wingman and your Elemental Hero Neos, and those are the exact same requirements for Elemental Hero Shining Neos Wingman, which means that not only will you be able to destroy 2 cards on the field because of its effect, it will also be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 6,400 attack. You also can trigger the effect of Extra Hero Wonder Driver to be able to set Miracle Fusion, which is really cool because now you have cards like Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier to banish in your graveyard to summon Absolute Zero and draw 2 additional cards. But the crazy thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that nothing goes as planned, ever. So this time around, I'm going to be showing you another combo involving Fusion Destiny and Vision Hero Vion, and this particular combo allows you to set up your other win condition that can shut down all of your opponent's monster effects. What you're going to do is start off by normal summoning Vision Hero Vion, sending Shadow Mist to the graveyard, and then using Shadow Mist to be able to get Destiny Hero Plasma. From here, we can go ahead and use the effects of Fusion Destiny. We'll send Destiny Hero Malicious from our deck to the graveyard alongside of a Destiny Hero Denier to be able to bring out Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Activate the effect of Destiny Hero Malicious to banish itself to summon out another copy of Malicious to your side of the field. And now you can use both of these monsters for a link summon. You can bring out Extra Hero Cross Crusader, which will summon back the Malicious, and then tribute the Malicious to add Elemental Hero Stratos from your deck to your hand for the next turn. Oh, almost forgot. You also want to banish the Shadow Mist to be able to add the Polymerization. Completely forgot, but it's not necessarily used in this combo. Next, you'll be able to special summon the Destiny Hero Denier, placing the Malicious back to the top of your deck. Then you'll banish the Malicious in your graveyard to summon the one on the top of your deck, and then tribute all 3 monsters to be able to summon Destiny Hero Plasma. So this little 2-card combo ends up with 2 cards on field, a Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer to be able to destroy your opponent's cards, but also a Destiny Hero Plasma, which is actually crazy. The reason why I say it's crazy is because not only is it a one-sided skill drain, when you decide to snatch one of your opponent's monsters, it becomes an equipped spell card, not a continuous spell card. This means that cards like Flame Beurge cannot summon it back to the side of the field, so thank you for that. And then even on the next turn, you have cards like Polymerization and Elemental Hero Stratos to be able to start off your entire combo all over again. It's pretty cool what this deck can do. But the best thing about Heroes is that I wouldn't even be good if I didn't have a 3rd contingency plan. This deck is literally like Batman. All you need is a little bit of prep time and you can cook combos. This time around, the goal is going to be to OTK my opponent, and I'm going to use just Elemental Hero Stratos and Elemental Hero Neos. I'll be able to clear my opponent's monsters and go for game with just these 2 cards, which is a big reason why I think Emergency Call is really important. The first thing I'm going to do is start off by normal summoning Stratos. I'm going to use Stratos to be able to get Ferris. I'm going to discard to summon. Then I'm going to place the Increase and then tribute to summon the Increase, summoning out the Vion, and then using the Vion to send Malicious. And I won't forget to banish the Ferris to be able to add Polymerization from my deck to my hand. From here, I'll use Increase and Vion for a link summon into my Extra Hero Cross Crusader, special summoning out my Destiny Hero Malicious and then tributing it. It will allow me to be able to add an Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier to my hand. I'll then banish Destiny Hero Malicious to summon out another Destiny Hero Malicious and use these 2 monsters for another link summon into Extra Hero Wonder Driver. From here, now I can use Polymerization fusing both Stratos and Liquid Soldier, and it's really important that we summon Elemental Hero Sunrise to a zone where Wonder Driver does not point to. But from here on out, I have to commit all of my monsters to one side of the field. They can't be in sporadic places because it does ruin the combo a little bit. I'll use Sunrise effect to be able to get Miracle Fusion, and then I'm going to use Miracle Fusion, banishing my Elemental Hero Neos alongside of my Elemental Hero Stratos. That's 2 hero monsters with different attributes, and I'll fuse those monsters into the Elemental Hero Wingman Infernal Rage. Now, Rage effect allows me to get Favorite Contact, which is pretty useless at this point in time, but Wonder Driver allows me to set Miracle Fusion face down, which just so happens to not be once per turn. With that, I will activate my Miracle Fusion, and I will use my Liquid Soldier in my graveyard alongside of my Vision Hero Vion to be able to fusion summon into Elemental Hero Absolute Zero. And here's the cool thing. If my opponent didn't have monsters, obviously this would be game. But in this situation, I need to be able to get rid of my monsters. Well, still simple. I can actually link off my Elemental Hero Absolute Zero and my Wonder Driver into Extra Hero Dread Decimator. That allows me to wipe all of my opponent's monsters, but more importantly, because of Sunrise, all of my monsters gain 600 attack, and because of Dread Decimator, all of my monsters gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 attack, meaning that all my monsters are plus 1100. That is more than enough to win the game. I personally think that heroes do have some incredible combos and can make some really good plays with the right player. And I think in this Yu-Gi-Oh! Tier 0 format, Every villain needs a hero to be able to beat them. Is that you? So the second of the two mats that I want to talk to you guys about today is the Dark Phoenix Rises mat. I haven't actually put this one on my website in quite some time, so go ahead and pick these up as a pre-order before it's too late. And Dino players, I have not forgotten about you. We're still working on it. So in this deck profile, I'm going to be explaining why I play these certain cards, but of course, you can change it to your preference, and I'll also be giving out budget options just in case you can't afford some of these expensive cards. Let's go ahead and start off with the Elemental Hero monsters. It's actually a bigger package than usual, with 2 copies of Stratos, 2 copies of Shadow Mist, a Liquid Soldier, and an Elemental Hero Air Neo. What I noticed about this hero deck is that you need to see monsters into your hand, and hero monsters are the easiest to access. It's mainly because of cards like 3 copies of A Hero Lives and 3 copies of Emergency Call. These cards at worst essentially allow me to search discard fodder for Vision Hero Ferris, which is one of the main pieces of the deck. You're probably thinking that this deck is pretty weak to Droll and Logbird, but let's be honest, I was never beating those allegations there. When it comes to deck building, every single Yu-Gi-Oh deck has a particular weakness, but that's actually why I'm playing an additional copy of Shadow Mist to be able to go into Dark Lore a little bit easier, which prevents Droll and Logbird and Effect Veiler from activating their effects, as well as being really good in the meta. There's also 1 copy of Reinforcement of the Army and 2 copies of Mass Chain, 1 copy of Miracle Fusion, and 1 copy of Favorite Contact. It's a pretty big Elemental Hero engine that we have going on here, but keep in mind, it's all for being able to get the correct pieces to start your combo. Next, for the Destiny Hero monsters, this one's a little bit different. I played 2 copies of Destiny Hero Malicious, 2 copies of Destiny Hero Denier, 1 copy of Plasma, and 2 copies of Fusion Destiny. One thing that I noticed about this particular deck is that when you go through your full combo, you need an extra hero monster in your deck to be able to resolve Fusion Destiny. I could play Destiny Hero Dark Angel, but that card is actually cheeks against the Fire King Snake Eyes matchup, because not only does it give him a level 1 monster to make Link Karibo, if they were to use a card like Original Sinful Spoil Snake Eyes to send it to the graveyard, it wouldn't negate the original Sinful Spoil. So basically, you just gave them another combo start. I only played 2 copies of Fusion Destiny because this build can search it fairly easy. I'll talk about that a little later. But as for the Vision Hero monsters, I played 3 copies of Ferris, 2 copies of Vion, and 2 copies of Increase, and of course, the searchable polymerization. Now, for the longest, I was always on 1 copy of Vision Hero Increase, and the reason why I changed is because this particular deck just needs to see monsters. Opening your Vision Hero Increase does not mean anything for this particular deck if you play 2. I also wanted this deck to have a little bit of a grind game. Resolving a second Ferris would be really good in the later portions of the game. As you know, Yu-Gi-Oh is all about the grind, so having a deck that can do that is a plus. One thing I would like to note is that Vision Hero Vion is an absolute god card. I wanted to play 3 copies of it, mainly because some of the combos that come with it, but there's no room. I purposely made this deck a 44 card Yu-Gi-Oh deck though. And the reason why is because there are some cards that aren't necessarily bricks, but there are cards that are a little less desirable that you would want into your hand. Cards like Polymerization aren't necessarily unwelcome, but it would be better to be able to search the card and have a different card in my hand. But for the defensive cards, I decided to forego hand traps. There's 3 copies of Forbidden Droplets, 3 copies of Triple Tactics Thrust, and 2 copies of Triple Tactics Talent, 1 Dark Ruler no more, 1 Call by the Grave, and 1 Destructive Daruma Cannon. Ironically, Triple Tactics Thrust in this deck is incredible. Not only can it search Daruma Cannon or Favorite Contact, it also, going second, allows me to get so many awesome cards. Triple Tactics Talent being able to take a warrior means that I can easily make Cross Crusader, so SP Little Knight needs to watch out. And one thing that I realized about this hero deck is that you can play hand traps, but unless you're playing upwards to 15 plus, it doesn't necessarily mean anything against some of the popular decks in the meta. So instead, I opted to go with Board Breaker Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and of course, if you guys cannot afford Triple Tactics Talent, I would drop all 3 of them and the Destructive Daruma Cannon and even the Call by the Grave. Ironically, that would put you at 40 cards. But hypothetically, if you liked my line of thinking and wanted to go with more cards so you can see less of the cards that you don't want to see, ironically, cards like Lightning Storm and Harpy's Feather Duster are pretty good. Raigeki's kind of spicy right now. But don't tell anybody I says that, big dog. You know that card's good. It's real good. This one was hard thought out, but I think every single one of these cards have a place. There's 1 copy of Extra Hero Dread Decimator, 2 copies of Extra Hero Cross Crusader, 1 Infernal Devicer, and 1 Wonder Driver, 1 Dangerous, 1 Destroyer, 1 Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, 1 Elemental Hero Shining Flame Neos Wingman, 1 Sunrise, 1 Infernal Rage, 1 Absolute Zero, 2 Dark Laws, and 1 Hero Blast. Some of the choices in this particular deck list may seem a little bit odd, like why am I playing 2 Extra Hero Cross Crusader? Ironically, it actually works with Destiny Hero Denier really well. A card that I really wanted to fit in here was Masked Hero Acid. Against Snake Eyes Fire King, how they are able to beat Dimension Shifter is that they use their field spell, and being able to proc this card on them while you have Dark Law on the field is crazy, but the odds of being able to get all of that done is not that high. I also think that Vision Hero Trinity is a crazy good card. Hypothetically, if you droplets your opponent and they're playing like SP and Appaloosa, then Vision Hero Trinity will be able to clean up the game. But the problem with that is that you're going to need multiple cards plus droplet in order to do this, so that's why I didn't play it. As I said before, Heroes is an incredibly powerful deck, and I'll be putting some test stands on my Patreon as a special thank you for helping me be my editors. If you guys are looking for some other amazing decks that can counter the meta, I just so happen to have made a tier list to help guide you. Go ahead and check that one out. Anyways, big dog, I'm pretty sure you're going to click on one of those videos, so I will see you on the next one.